Hello, it's Tuesday, March 31st, coming to you with a little bit of American history today. I'm not going to be very long today. I'm going to just kind of preference Section 3, the Great Society, um, and then have you read Chapter 28, Section 3, which is pages 854 to 860. Okay. I have the question of the day posted out there, and the question of the day is impressed, what inspired the war on poverty? Okay, what inspired the war on poverty? So that's your question for today. I also put a YouTube link to a newscast about JFK's assassination. Thought that might be interesting for you to look at today, and we'll kind of see where it goes from there. We have Section 3, and that's the end of this chapter. And that will be time for me to send out a study guide. So my plans are that I'll have you read Section 3 today. I will come back tomorrow and go through Section 3 and tell you my take on it. And then we'll have the question of the day, and I'll probably attach a study guide for you to start working on. And I will tell you right now that it'll be a Word document, so you'll be able to type your answers right on the study guide. And then it wouldn't hurt if you print it out if you could. I will try to come back and give you answers, go over the answers with you. It's going to be kind of hard. I can't really set it up to have you give me answers, but I will do a YouTube again, giving you the answers. And going through the study guide, okay? That's the best I can do on that. And then we'll see about sending out a test, I guess. Not a lot of options here, so I can't very well pull you together and say, hey, let's take a test. That would kind of violate the stay at home and the social distancing, and the schools are locked down. We're not even getting into schools. If we do, we have to notify Mr. Dowdy, and he has to have the janitors go through and re-clean everywhere that we went. So I am trying to stay away from schools. I pretty much brought everything home with me and have everything here that I need, that I know of right now. Okay. So this Section 3 is a Great Society. Kennedy is assassinated, and while they're still in Dallas, and once it's announced that President Kennedy has passed away, President Johnson is sworn in on Air Force One and flies back to Washington. So Johnson's going to take the reins. Johnson's going to have a little bit different leadership style than Kennedy did, but he's also going to try to continue on the things that Kennedy tried to do, okay? He is going to have a war on poverty. It's going to come out to the election of 64, and Johnson's going to end up getting reelected, okay? So he finishes out Kennedy's term and then gets reelected in 64, which is kind of rare. It happens because, you know, when Lincoln was assassinated, Johnson then took over, and he did not get reelected. He was not another term president, okay? He just finished out Lincoln's term, okay? The next section in the book is going to be about the Great Society. Says that the Great Society was Johnson's vision of a more perfect and equitable society. The United States could and should become more. So you'll be reading about that, trying to figure out what that's about, okay? Then we're going to go through, it's going to get into the legacy of the Great Society, okay? On page 858, it's got the Great Society programs. And there's a diagram there of the Great Society programs I'd like for you to look at. And just look over them. It talks a little bit. It's got health and welfare, education, the war on poverty, and consumer and environmental protections. Okay? So you can look over that. Then the legacy of the Great Society wraps up this section. Okay? And then, like I said, I'll come back tomorrow. I'll talk about it a little bit. And then I'll probably go ahead and have the study guides put up for you, so that you can start working on your study guides. Now, this is going to cover the Cold War all the way through Great Society. Okay, so it's going to be all the way back to chapter 20. Let me see here. Post-War America in 27. 26 is the Cold War. So it's going to be 26, 27, and 28. Okay, so the Cold War through Great Society. But you'll have a study guide and you'll be able to go through and do that. And then we'll work on figuring a way to do the test. Probably if I send the test out and you take it, the best way you're going to be able to take it is to highlight your answers. That way, when you send it back to me, I get the copy that's highlighted and I can open it up and go through it and grade it that way. Okay. Be a little different. Might take a little longer to grade, but we'll figure it out. Okay. So I want you to read chapter 28, section 3, pages 854 through 860, and do your question today. I'm not going to give you the section 3 assessment this time because we are going to be getting ready to study guide, and I would rather you spend your time working on that. Now I'll give that study guide out, but I'll extend those days instead of the 2 days that normally are given for stuff. I'll probably, if I give it out tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I'll let you have it Thursday, Friday, and have it due back on Monday. Okay. And I'll touch base with you every day just to make sure everything's going all right. And then on Monday, I'll probably do either Friday or Monday, I'll do a review. But if you turn it back into me by Monday, then I'll go through and do a review on Monday, which means you should have turned it in, completed, and then I'll do the review. Okay. And we'll kind of go from there. All right. I hope you're being safe. I hope you're abiding by the stay at home. If you're having to go out and go to work, I hope that you're taking all the precautions necessary while you're working. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll talk about this section 3, and then we'll move forward with the study guide and get ready for the test. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I'll be here on Friday because I think Friday is set up as a non-student day for Friday. But I'll let you know more Wednesday or Thursday. Okay. Have a great day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.